Okay, hi, how is everybody doing? We're live and finally we got back up and running on YouTube, guys. Definitely. And so we're gonna get for Halloween Art Space, guys, definitely. And also too, guys, I got the big light. I changed the bulbs and the big light and that kind of stuff like that too as well. So it's still again with Thanksgiving coming up this October, guys. Definitely. It is the first weekend of October, just falls right after my birthday, which I'll be 41 years old. Definitely. Now, guys, I just do this as a hobby, guys. These art shows and that kind of stuff like that. So it keeps my mind relaxed and everything else like that too as well. But there's some people that crochet. Some of us will draw pictures or draw sketches. We'll do coloring sketching or crossword puzzles. Or go live and sing karaoke. Um, to kill off the time and that kind of stuff like that too. Definitely. We had a again, like I said today, we had a power outage today. We had a bit of a high windstorm. We had no power earlier, so that you guys see me do my TikToks in the dark with the power outage. I had to wait until the power came back on before I can actually upload it to TikTok to make good TikToks out of it. So I thought maybe kind of do kind of a spooky thing a bit, but definitely, I Lily, my little dog, going nuts at the door when my wife came home from the store. So put kind of a smoke filter underneath it. Just to let you guys know, the shadow apparitions are really real caught on tape, guys. Those were real apparitions in here. This is why I said I live in an old historical building, so anything is possible. But I don't like to provoke them too much. Definitely with Halloween coming, but they definitely are giving me a good idea for sketch drawings too in the future. Definitely. But yes, so. Yesterday I did kind of a bit of a comedy, definitely on TikTok. That kind of stuff like that, with the 60-second audio sounds, and there we go. Nothing's in it, guys. Totally. Hopefully the hot weather's going to be over shortly. Like I said, on the 20th, I have to go vote. I'm just. It's just too far of a walk for me to go all the way up to Edward Street to the advance poll, but I'm going to wait till the 20th. Definitely. What is the date today? Actually, September the. Today's September the 11th. Is Memorial Day for the States, so that is understandable. I did do a silence video to start off my TikTok. Definitely, I did put one up there, guys. No music, totally in silence. Then last night, guys, I put a little bit of Smurfy Hollow up. I hope to get up there, but I don't. Maybe I caught them. It got them saved, excuse me, or put up. That kind of stuff like that. I always grew up with the Smurfs. I always loved the Smurfs. Definitely, there's a whole lot of Smurfs. Actually, guys, just to let you guys know, there is a website you guys can go to watch free cartoons. Yes, free cartoons. What it is you go to the Watch Cartoons Online TV search, and it's on Google, and you Google it, and there's a whole list of all the old cartoons ever made, going way back to the 50s, way before I was born. And you can sit there and you can watch full free cartoons and Disney movies. Definitely, you don't even have to pay for Netflix, or you don't have to buy into Netflix or Disney Plus. Just go to this cartoon site. If you want to watch free movies online, go to to movie 123. I think it's a .ca or .com, definitely. And you can sit there and you can watch as long as you're paying for an internet service. If you pay for your internet service or whatever. Frank, close that door, please. I am live. Those sounds is what will get me banned. I can't handle that. So sorry about that, guys. That's just kind of crude. But yeah, so that's why I said go to Movies 123, guys, to watch free full movies. And for the little kids, you can't watch some of the movies because some of the movies may be adult graphic. Go to this cartoon site. There's a lot of cool kids cartoons on there that I even grew up with as a kid that I used to watch with Thundercats. What was last night? I was watching Mary Poppins. Return to Mary Poppins. All the Ninja Turtle cartoons are on there. Bad Knobs and Broomsticks, The Sword and the Stone, all these kid cartoons. Disney is on there. Mulan, Pocahontas, all those old cartoons that we grew up as kids. Definitely is on this cartoon site. So feel free to go to that cartoon site. And again, I will get you guys that website, definitely. So the cartoon website, guys, is www.thewatchcartoononlinetv search on Google. So what you want to do is, guys, you want to put in that website that I just gave you, go on to Google, and you can watch free cartoons, and it has a different divisions, like it says history. Again, it says history, mystery, comedy, cartoons, TV shows, movies. You click on movies. There's an alphabetical list that comes up, and you can pick a letter, and all the movies come up under that letter, and every single letter from A to Z. And you just keep scrolling up and down that list, and all the cartoons are there. You click on it, and you can watch free cartoons, definitely. And that kind of stuff like that. So I would imagine it's probably hiding in there somewhere, but I've looked the list. The only one so far I haven't found out of the old Disney's classics is Mr. Burgundy. But imagine if I keep looking, it's probably there somewhere under my nose. It'll pop up in my face, probably closer to Halloween. But it has a list of all the old cartoons. You can click on them. You can actually sit there and watch them, and you can put them on full screen. Definitely. You guys are gonna love that, and the kids are gonna love that. Definitely. So I just wanted to let you guys know, go to those, go check out those sites. You don't have to pay into those. You can. There is a link you can go to if you do want to buy into it, like you do Netflix or Disney Plus, but you don't have to. You can, as long as you're just watching them, you can go on those sites and watch them for free. You can watch the full length cartoons and movies for free. Awesome stuff, guys. Definitely. So again, you can save yourself some bucks. Definitely. I wouldn't mind personally. Now, there's Disney Plus you do have to pay into, but I wouldn't mind buying into Disney Plus myself. But setting up a Disney Plus account and getting that loaded in. But like I said, it's I pay for Netflix right now. So like I said, it'll be more money to have both. But if you guys go to this cartoon site that I mentioned to you in movies 123, guys, go check those out. They are virus-free sites. And now I used to be on LimeWire, ShareBear. They used to be really good, and they used to be virus-free. I do not know what happened. That all of a sudden they started detecting viruses on their sites. So their sites actually got bugged. I don't know what happened, but they were awesome. One time they were good sites. Years ago, they were good sites. I remember because you could download all your music on there, and you could for yourself. You could you can you could download the movies for yourself onto blank discs, and that way you could have them to play for your own home use only on your DVD player. But those sites, I guess, too many people started using them, and they caused too many viruses on those sites. So like somewhere along the line, somebody's now it's not something I do, but somewhere in the world, somebody infected those sites with viruses. That's one thing, guys. Got to remember, guys. When you do go on those sites, they are virus-free sites. They work around the clock to keep them virus-free. Make sure that your computer device, is not immune to or exposed to computer viruses. Because once you enter into those sites, you can plant a virus bug in those sites, and it can damage those sites for all the other users, definitely, that go on to visit those sites and use them, definitely. But also, too, guys, the real Ghostbuster cartoon episodes are all on YouTube. YouTube's another one, guys, good for watching movies, but sometimes it's good, sometimes it isn't good. Depending, there goes that fly again. Depending on who streamed the movie. Nowadays, if the full movie is there, it is in a little square framed. At one time, the HD movies, they would play the whole entire movie for you on YouTube. Now they're for some reason, they're all split off in different parts. I hate that. When I will search up a movie to watch online, I like to watch the whole entire thing. Definitely. So also, too, guys, we're going to get on to our another Thanksgiving portrait. The last time, guys, we did a turkey. I'm just going to kind of let guys know this time we're going to do a rooster sketch. Totally. It is Thanksgiving, and we want to get that kind of on the go here, too, as well. I don't know how I am for time, but I don't want to go over too much time here. Also, too, I've put in Twitch. So since I've got to keep – I don't like keep removing Beagle off my phone tablet, but I am, because it's taking up too much space. It's blocking my actual TikTok cameras, so I had to take that one out. So again, it is some things on my smaller device I had to take out of it to get on TikTok, to get TikTok to work perfectly. Definitely. So instead of Bigo, I'm going to replace Bigo and move my shows from Bigo to Twitch. So I got to remember how to go live on my computer, how to go live like this on Twitch. I used to have been able to do it. Definitely, or find the exact link, but because it's more complicated than YouTube or Facebook. Twitch is way more complicated than TikTok. We know that TikTok, you have to earn your way to go live. Twitch, I'm not sure how it works nowadays. I was live on Twitch before on two of my old accounts. I'd opened up a new account for Twitch. Also, too, if I go live on Twitch, I got to figure out how to remember to go live on Twitch, how to access my live video camera for Twitch. Definitely, so I can get in there. So we're going to get the rooster on the go here. Anybody who remembers the movie Rock-a-Doodle cartoon. Now, I grew up with that one. I do have it here, too, on VHS here. Just to let you guys know, there's some of my friend Peter there. I don't know. I haven't seen him yet. He said he was coming in to pick it up, but he hasn't yet. He wanted to borrow my ET movie. Actually, I'm going to let him have it because I've got extra copies of it. Definitely. So right there, guys, ET, the extraterrestrial. Definitely. Also, too, there it's got the website to the cartoon site as well. So inside of it. So he'll be happy for that too as well. So he can sit back and watch. So his kids will have cartoons to watch too as well. Definitely. So whenever he's ready to come pick up the movie, he can pick up the movie And like I said, I got extra copies, and I put the cartoon website on there, so he can go in there to watch cartoons with his kids. And his kids are gonna love cartoons on there. Everything from the Smurfs are on there, Care Bears, all the old cartoons the kids love. Totally. Boney and Friends. Sorry, guys, he had to because it is an old historical cartoon site. All those old cartoons ever made, like Pee Wee's Playhouse, the Teletubbies, the Smarties, the Care Bears, Barney and Friends, the Muppets. They're all on that site, guys. Definitely. Ninja Turtles, every Ghostbusters, it's all on there. Totally. So anyhow, so whenever I gave him my phone number, so that way he can buzz me up, call me up when he gets here, that kind of stuff like that. So whenever he gets here, he can just buzz up from downstairs and just come right on up and get his movie, come get the movie. This was the one he was looking for. It was E.T. He was asking if I had it, and I said, yeah, I've got several copies of it. I just had to go looking in my vault. Yeah, so guys, I do have a movie. I am a big film and old movie collector, guys. So I do have what you call vaults. Like I have sorry guys, I don't like these ads doing stuff while I'm in the middle of a live stream, because I'm gonna lose my live stream in like 2 minutes. I literally clicked on no. I didn't want stuff scanning. Ollie jumpins. I hate this computer. Thank you. Thank you. Go Hong Kong Bobo. Goodbye. Adios, amigo. I totally hate ads. So, yeah, getting back to the Rooster, guys, definitely. So, do guys go check out that cartoon site? A friend showed me that, and I just wanted to share that, guys, with you, especially people that have kids and you're looking for a site that's not going to cost you money to go watch cartoons. Go on to that site, cartoon site, guys, definitely. Now, if you're into downloading them for yourself, or transferring them to a DVD burner to burn them onto a DVD, then yes, your internet company is probably going to bill you for downloading the stuff. But if you're just going on there and just watching it, it is a free site, guys. Definitely, I've checked it out. I've liked it. It's virus free. All the kids' cartoons are on there. Disney cartoons. There's stuff to do with Halloween on there. All the Legend of Sleepy Hollow cartoons are on there. A lot of Halloween cartoons are on there. TV shows, everything. It is. You guys got to go check it out, guys. You'll get addicted to it. You'll love it. Totally. Definitely. So that is kind of a good cartoon site for those that can't afford to pay into Disney Plus or Netflix. There is those other site options, guys, like those two movies 1, 2, 3, and also too there's that free cartoon site, guys, definitely, and there's a whole list of cartoons there you can watch. I know. I watch. I have Netflix myself. I pay into Netflix, but I still watch the cartoon site. I go on that free cartoon site, and I'm loving it. Totally, I love watching the stuff on there. It's awesome. Brings back the old child out of me. All the old cartoons, all the old TV shows, movies 1, 2, 3. Tubi is free, guys. You don't have to pay for Tubi. But yeah, you can go into Tubi and also watch free movies. Definitely, and there's a whole thing of Disney movies on there too as well. Better selection than Netflix, but on top of that, yeah, I still pay for Netflix. I still pay for Netflix. If I decide to take in Disney Plus, then I'll be paying into Disney Plus. But other than that, there for those that can't afford Netflix or can't afford Disney Plus, Movies 123, Tubi, um, or this cartoon site, guys. Definitely, you guys will like it. I know I'm getting a lot of the old cool cartoons on there that I always remembered. Now we get his eyes, guys. We kind of started weird because with his eyes, so we want to get that there. This is great. I did not think I was going to able to get at all. I didn't think I was going to be able to get onto YouTube, but today kind of surprised me. So yeah, Monday the 20th, September the 20th, guys. I have to go vote. So definitely I'm going to the main pool because it's closer to me than the advanced pool. The advanced pool is too far for me to walk up to. Because I got to walk all the way up past Elm Street to Edward Street. Pain in the butt. So I'm gonna see what kind of. I think we're gonna give him. I think we're gonna give him a kind of a brown mane. And we want to stick to the same color too, as well, because we want to do the fencing behind too, as well. So, sometimes, guys, sometimes I have doubles in my movie collection. Definitely, I have to go through them. Oh, I gotta. Just let you guys know when you see guys see me doing this, I'm just sharpening my pencil crown. Definitely. Broke my pencil lid. Sorry, guys. Sometimes Halloween Art Space, guys, we will do puppets. I just got to get my glue sticks out and have a cleaned off table, so that way, guys, I can show you how the face mask puppets are going, how they gotta work. Definitely. I'm actually once I can figure it out, or I get a genius to show me how to do it. I'm gonna buy the blank DVD minus ours. And I can see what kind of movies I can get for myself. Definitely. I'm fine as long as they're for myself. Definitely. I did check into that. And you can burn movies as long as it's for your own home use only. You just can't give them to other people. You can't sell them to other people. That's where you get in trouble. If it's for your own use, yeah, I checked out. It is fine. But I really don't like doing that. I like buying them as much as possible. Um, if they're available to buy, but if they're just not available to buy, then you kind of have to do kind of go the old way as much as possible. So it can give the rooster kind of a nice. Now, usually have roosters have kind of a red mane, but I don't want to go that much detail. Just to let you guys know, in the one video, guys, I just had my shorts on, the bicycle shorts. They're not boxers or underwear, guys. They're actual bicycle, very tight bicycle shorts. Definitely. And I had my shirt covered over the front. I couldn't count that shirt, so. That's why I say, guys, don't take videos on TikTok too seriously. Now, it's different if the person on the video is not covered, then yes, that would be a nudity violation. I hate this motherfucking stuff. Sorry about that, guys. I can't I have too small of an area. I can't stand stuff kind of falling on the floor 24 hours a day. Every time I try to move around, stuff is falling on the floor. I hate that. So I said I hate small areas totally. They piss me off. I'm so used to having a totally large space. I know I'm short, and only big over 1,200-pound heavy set people have to have very large space. But for my size, I need more large space more so myself. I hate being crammed into small areas. I'm a tiny, small person, totally skinny person, and I still don't fit. Without stuff falling over. And so again, getting that mane there, guys. I'm not saying that to be insultive. I'm just putting that kind of bit of a on my pet peeve of being crammed into a small space. I never liked it myself either. So I know the feeling. I'm kind of gotten so used to it. Definitely. I got to think I will be putting the flags back up too as well. Definitely. So, like I said, the only way I'm going to do that, here we go again with all these stupid security bull crap. We don't need that. There's nothing wrong with my computer. But yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep them. Again, I wanna get this kind of get that a nice color. I have no idea what color chickens are, what color roosters are supposed to be, but definitely he's gonna be a funny color. I guess we're gonna try to keep him one color as possible. Okay, if I do the fence, yeah, he's gonna have to go. Just so you guys know, I also gonna be also too. I'm keeping these because I use these for backgrounds as well for my TikToks because I take pictures of them and they make awesome, nice blue screens. So also too, basically, I'm showing you guys how you can create your own green screen. Definitely, and where the idea of it all starts. Totally. Also, too, guys, if you guys do get on Twitch too as well, check out all the arts. A lot of people that do a lot of art on Twitch. Totally. They're really awesome. Now with Twitch, I got to figure out how they do their own opening credits and everything else like that. Closing credits. They may have a special machine for that, but I would love to set my live streams up for that. Definitely. Have like a bit of an opening introduction, but it's again, just let you guys know, Halloween Art Space, a main event, special main event nights, WWE nights. It will not go live at night, but maybe it'll have to be if I do go live without space, it'll have to be earlier during the day. That's okay. Definitely on those days. Sometimes, guys, I'm getting low on coffee, but sometimes we have kind of what you call kind of a live coffee lounge too as well. Just resting the lights behind me, guys, because sometimes I'll turn the big light out and put the string lights on. Definitely. We're going to go around this way, guys, definitely. Okay, that is still part of the fence that way too. Awesome. Some of these portraits, guys, are take so long to kind of throw together too as well. All I've been hearing all day today is nothing but drag racing down the street. I am so sick of listening to it. That's what you get when you have to live downtown. Anywhere. So sure, when you have to live on the main street. For you guys that have, for you people that have country homes out in the country, like cottage country right in the deep forest, guys, you guys have got it good. You got it nice and quiet. You're into my kind of lifestyle. Totally. I mean, I'd never be able to afford like kind of out in the boondocks like that. I tell you. Especially another thing is I don't drive, so yeah, I'd have to cab it in all the time to buy my groceries or whatever every month. But far as living wise, it's nice and quiet. Totally. It's not like you're living right smack downtown on the main street. So I'm gonna flip it over here, guys. So far, you guys can see we got kind of his main. Got the fence going in the background, guys. Totally. So we're gonna keep that going, guys, and I get kind of a little red. Like we said, we're gonna give him a kind of a little nice kind of a red around the eyes. Definitely. He's been in the sun too long. Totally. So he's got a bit of a. He's gonna have a bit of a mask to him. Totally. There we go. And get the gerbil part. I call it the gerbil part. Now, there's an old Care Bear movie that I remember growing up with. It was more of a magical one, and it had to do with a haunted house that they went to. Um, and the Care Bears came to Earth or whatever, and they ended up in this magical carnival, a haunted gypsy carnival. That was an older one, totally old movie. It was a good one, but I forget what the name of it was. But I imagine to be on that old cartoon site as well, definitely. Oh. And I think that old cartoon site that I'm talking about too, I think there is a spot where you can go and actually stream movies and stream yourself. You can stream movies to it or upload movies to it, upload cartoons to it. I think that's how that that's how they all get there. But so I give him an orange beak. Give him a nice orange beak, guys. Definitely. Now we're gonna get a rooster a nice color. So we want to color and shade that in. Yeah, for some reason, when I'm watching everybody's videos all the way through on TikTok, I'm the only one watching them all the way through, and my picture's the only one up there. Definitely. Or maybe the odd time one other person's not like before. We have a good crowd of people on there. I guess it goes by who's ever online that day or that hour. And again, just to let you guys know, Halloween Art Space, we're not getting into certain styles of crafts per se. Basically, like freehand sketching, drawing, uh, that we are doing, that I'm showing you now, that we are doing on here. But like we will be doing what we will be doing. We'll be doing more sock puppets, mask puppets. But when you guys are putting in requests in that, do not ask me to to show you how to make war bonnets and that kind of stuff like that, because that is actually a no for these shows, definitely, because too many people will make them up or buy the material to buy them up, and they'll parade them around for Halloween costumes, or go to Halloween parties because they'll be starting back up. We don't want to encourage that, because anything that is First Nation garments like this back here, guys, I have hanging up, is not a Halloween costume. It is like I can say this because I'm part Native myself. It is ceremonial, traditional garment dress to our Native people, or to our Native cultures, definitely. And it's to be treated with respect, not disrespect. So definitely we will not be making so don't write me and request that you want to see Art Space making Indigenous, or what the stores call Halloween costumes, because that's going to be a no. I have respect not to do that kind of stuff. So definitely, even though that I am part Native myself, I'm part Mohawk myself, of descent. But like I said, guys, I know how to make the stuff, but no, that kind of stuff, we're not going to do that. Okay? So don't request it. Stores are not even supposed to be, when the stores are with their Halloween stocks now, just so you guys are aware, how people are cultures are getting offended. When you get your store stocks in, anything that images Indigenous First Nation, you need to strip from your store shelves, because they do not want that stuff sold, because people are buying it, wearing it as Halloween costumes. They're going live on social media, and they're mocking a total nation. They're mocking mocking the Indigenous people. They're mocking the First Nation people, and they're buying it. And how are they getting it? Because where are they buying it from? They're buying it off of Amazon. They're buying it from your stores. They're buying it from Walmart. So really look at your Halloween inventory this year, guys, and really determine, put out on your store shelves to sell which determine. You need to be smart and determine which is really Halloween costumes and which really are not Halloween costumes. People need to be educated in that department. Anything that is of an actual Pacific images of Pacific culture is not considered a Halloween costume. Even to you, if your supply shipment to your Halloween store says, "Oh yeah, you're displaying it in your flyers or modeling it in your flyers, Halloween costumes," that is totally genocidal. That's what they consider as committing a genocide in a way, and a very racist act. Definitely, because those Indigenous so-called paper costumes that images our First Nation people is an insult. It is racist. To dress your kid up as an Indian for Halloween is racist, because they're real, authentic tribal cultures. If you put a headdress because you think it's cute to take your kid around door to door to trick or treating, you're offending a culture. You're offending a nation. You're teaching your kid to be racist and very arrogant. Those kind of costumes need to be stripped off of Walmart sales shelves, everything, because the real garmentations is only sold to Native people for their tribal traditions, ceremonies, or their weddings or their funerals, whatever they have to do in their own traditional spiritual practices. Definitely. So watch basically what comes through your inventory. Anything that is defacing a culture like that, you can send it right back to the shipping company and say you will refuse to sell it in your store, because you could be promoting racism and not know it. because people, yeah, it's good. It is fine. I know you're running a business and that kind of stuff like that, but people are buying it and they're going to go live on TikTok. And they're gonna put it on and they're gonna do it just to mock a nation, and that nation's getting pissed off and upset, and they're getting offended. I know I'm part Native myself. I was born on the First Nation Reserve, definitely, but just outside of Napanee, Ontario, because Deserano is part of Napanee. But this is what I say, guys. Do be careful on what you're selling as Halloween costumes. Like stuff like maybe like movie stuff, like other movie stuff, like Friday the 13th, like Jason Voorhees. So far, is not it. So far, I have not heard it being linked to any reality. Or offending anybody's culture, as far as I know, anyways, or haven't heard of. Like bunny rabbits, that kind of stuff like that. Now, Peter Pan is another hard one to discuss on. Being a fantasy Disney characters or more Disney characters, anything that does not involve the Indigenous First Nation community, or somebody's culture or profession, in reality, definitely is usually all right. That kind of stuff like that. Like, right now, Now, again, like I said, now they could do the same thing, but the police departments don't take offense of kids dressing up as police officers for Halloween, or firefighters or doctors or health heroes or whatever. Those stuff so far is fine. I've not heard any griping from their department like the natives are griping. But definitely, but do watch yourselves, because some things, guys, is not a Halloween costume. Even though the stores might be selling paper counterfeit images of it, that is totally wrong. And that's what the Native communities need to do, is they need to hit stores with a petition, and they need to confront these store managers that own these stores like Walmart, Amazon, the Halloween Spirit Store. Like, go in there, get your Native chiefs to go in there and say, look, strip all your shelves of Indigenous items. Or imaging Indigenous culture, counterfeit, even if you call it counterfeit costumes or whatever, because they're not costumes, or anything that looks that will insult or offend a culture. That's where your problem is your commercial business owners. Definitely, that's where the racism gets in there, because that's what it's happening. It is places like Amazon. It is the Halloween Spirit stores or the businesses themselves that are modeling it in the flyers. You watch when you watch when the Walmart flyer comes out, you will see kids that do work for the model industry that get paid, and 9/10 of them are not Indigenous kids. They will be modeling Indigenous Halloween costumes, and it says right on the front flyer, it says Indian costumes for sale starting at 50% off, or for the first 50 customers. If you really look at your mediaism, totally. And then what you need to do is you need to go to those companies and say, look, this is not a costume. You need to strip it from your shelves. You've been told years after years to strip it from your shelves and not sell it. But they white supremacists don't care, because they're there to make money. They're a business. And wholesalers. So you need to take those wholesalers down. I don't mean physically, but you need to I don't mean like violently, but if you have to, like, you need to approach and write all these store owners that are into selling around Halloween time, that's going to be selling these costumes, because they actually are in stock now. Would be coming into stock now for the Halloween season. So up to October 31st. So people will be buying them up for parties because the bars are back open and everything else like that. And then you're going to see people on live stream dressed as Indians at bar parties, getting drunk and acting stupid. This is not a call out, not putting anybody on the spot, and putting Pacific Nation on the spot, because like I said, I am part Native myself, and I totally disagree with it too. It is very offensive. Like the Irish had it happen to them too as well. The Freemasons had it happen to them as well. So did us Orangemen. It happened to us too. Our shit was being sold for Halloween costumes, our regalias, and we put a stop to that. Our lodge worshipful master, when I was in the Orange, caught places like, when it was in business, Zellers, Kmart, and they approached them with a very, very discreet and a very violent, not physically but emotionally, approach on it. And it took them 2.5 to 3 years to get the store owners through their head. They cannot sell those kind of garments for Halloween costumes, because people were just buying them right out of the stores. This is before the internet situation came along. They were buying them from the stores. And even now with the internet, with Amazon, when they sell it, they're not allowed to sell anything like that to anybody who's not a Freemason or anybody who is not in the Orange Lodge. They're not allowed to sell that memorabilia to anybody unless you send an email attachment of proof you belong to these minority Illuminati groups or organizations or spiritual groups. Other than that, stuff like that, they cannot sell to you because they don't want it parade all across the internet at a Halloween party or whatever like that. And it makes strangers make the order look totally bad. Definitely. I know we cracked down our my Lodge brothers, my Orange Lodge brothers, and I heard that even before my grandfather died, there was a time period when he was the head of the Freemasons, and that they gave the store managers, business owners, a swift kick up the ass for that. Definitely, because people were buying it up and they were going to Halloween costumes, and we didn't even have internet yet. But they were going to parties and going to door dressed as Freemasons, dressed as this and that, and they were not, and they were checked into, and they were not Freemasons. They were nothing to the lodge hall. They were buying up stuff wherever they were getting it, from military sales or whatever. Also, too, at military sales, guys, watch who you sell to. Especially if you're selling stuff to do with the Orange Lodge, stuff to do, historical stuff to do with the Freemasons, because people, yes, can buy it and collect it, but not is everybody that is non-Freemason or Orange, they're buying it or should not be allowed to even buy it, or buying it to collect it. They're buying it to wear it for Halloween. You'll see it nowadays on social media that they're showing up at Halloween parties now, because it's going to be starting back up. Totally. We don't want, like, even us Orangemen, we get offended with that too as well. My hat that I had from when I went through the Orange Order, definitely, because it was my grandfather's hat. It was a hand down. But yes, so keep that in mind, guys. Those kind of costumes is going to get you is going, even paper imaged ones from Walmart or whatever, or cloth imaged ones from Walmart. Definitely, if it offends a nation or a culture, your ass is kicked. Probably will get you in a lot of trouble. Keep you advised on that, guys, totally, because anything that's reality like that, guys, should not be imaged as in a Halloween costume, in which way or form. Definitely. I'm sure there's other costumes like that I'm sure they have a whole select of other costumes like Chucky or Pinhead or fantasy characters or Dracula or stuff like that. So far, yes, I know vampire covens do exist, but I have not heard them bitch about people dressing up as them. Definitely. So far, only the native community I've heard speak up, but and the South African culture has spoken up. And the Irish has spoken up, and the Masonries, the Orange Masons, and the Freemasons have spoken up, and the Scotchmen have spoken up. So this is so you guys when you guys are shopping for Halloween costumes to buy, even that you're teaching your kids to pick out, make sure you guys pick wisely. Make sure you guys watch what costumes you are buying, because some things are just not costumes. Totally. And the fact people will go on live social media when they film their Halloween bash or whatever, dressed in those certain ones, and especially if they're buying these Walmart so-called outfits, native outfits or whatever. Yes, you're gonna get stitched by the native community, or possibly they're gonna get rude with you online. When they see that kind of thing, because they're being offended, they're getting upset, they're getting pissed off. I literally say, don't blame them one bit. Like let's say if somebody intentioned to dress like me, and they're doing it as a Halloween costume, to put glasses on to mock me. Yes, I would get pissed off and say something. Totally. Because it's not my what I look like, and who I am is not a Halloween costume either. Definitely. It's called reality. Totally. So there's your kind of an example there, guys. Definitely. That's why I said some things in this world are Halloween costumes, some things are not. You guys really need to be really, really educated on that. Totally. Especially also too, guys, do not go around buying. I know you can buy them on Amazon. Again, the Ku Klux Klan is not a Halloween costume either. It is racist act. You could actually, if you dressed up as something like that for Halloween, yes, you will get charged. You will probably end up in prison. Because those are real minority groups that once did actually exist and committed racial criminal acts. Totally. I'm not going to go into any details because I know my grandfather, before he got into his movie making days, he was all involved in all that. Totally. I was just smart to stay away from certain secret societies. Definitely. I only went as far as the Orange, but I've seen enough in the Orange Masons to myself. I'm not saying that I don't hate it. I don't hate them for what they stand for. I know they're not like the way they used to be, but at one time, yes, they did have a bad history at one point in time in life. Definitely. And yet, there's just some things that are real minority secret society organizations or organized Masonic groups that are not to be imaged as Halloween costumes. I don't care if it is your grandfather's old war uniforms. I don't care if it is your daddy's Freemason collar or Orangeman collar. Kids, that is not a Halloween costume. If you're caught with any of those regalias on and you're not in the order, it's in any of those orders, definitely, or you're not a Freemason, you're not an Orangeman, you actually can get even as a child, your parents can be stripped from the lodge if they are in the lodge. They can be blackballed, they can be removed, they can be charged, they can be sued, anything, totally, for your behavior. Really think about that. You have to watch that. That's why I said there's just some things in this world, guys, that is not a Halloween costume, and that kind of stuff like that too. But yeah, when my grandfather was making movies, that was different because these minority groups were involved with the same movies for years, paying out the money and making them. So this is why I said there's just some things in this world, guys, is not a Halloween costume. Totally. You got to know the difference between what is a Halloween costume and what isn't. Putting, like, let's say if you're dressing up as like the paper bag princess. Now that's a Halloween costume. It's fantasy. Maybe you're just putting a garbage bag over yourself and a little fairy crown or whatever, with a little fairy wand or whatever. You're walking around with a little jockey paper. That is fine. Or you buy a dragon costume. That is fine. So far, even if it is the Three Musketeers or Superman or Batman or Spider-Man, those are costumes. Those are comic book convention costumes. I would be careful though with the Indiana Jones situation too, definitely, because it does image indigenous people. There is a meaning behind Indiana. That is an indigenous name. That kind of or attachment to Indiana Jones, to the East Indian culture or whatever. Again, you could be mocking somebody's culture, reality culture, and it is racism. Be careful what you do or who you represent. When you put on a Halloween costume to go door to door. Some things are just not costumes, guys. Some things are costumes. I'm not saying you can't dress up and go take your kids trick-or-treating or go to a party. Be careful what you dress up as. Definitely. That where you can get yourself charged or thrown in jail very quickly. Especially if you're posting pictures of yourself online, or going on social media to film that event. Make sure you guys definitely be careful what you're doing. Totally. Also, definitely be careful too, due to the fact, because even if you do dress up as witches too, witches really do exist. So does vampires really exist, that we didn't think did. They do. Again, be careful, because if they stitch you on your Halloween costume and they say that your witch costume is offensive to them, it is not a Halloween costume, then I would listen to them and take down those videos. Definitely. Immediately, because they can legally come after you, because the witches do really exist. Witch communities really exist. So does vampire communities. So if they start speaking out like the Native people do, it is their right. And it's something that you need to respect. Totally. That's what I say, guys. So think before, when you're at these parties, before you go live at these parties, who's all online and where they all come from. For centuries, yes, witches have really lived among us. They do really exist. So does vampires. They don't get persecuted anymore, like they would have been 100 years ago or thousands of years ago, in the early days. But today, there's more and more of them around today than there was then. Definitely. There is paranormal, scientific, and supernatural proof that witches do live among us. So does aliens, definitely. They can appear as normal as you or I could, definitely. Just like extraterrestrials can take on human form. We know that. We learned that scientifically when we heard about Area 50. Remember when Area 51 happened? When it first happened. we didn't think that these things were still of existence or was even of existence. We were proven wrong. So there's, guys, educational moments, guys. Really think about when it comes down to Halloween, when picking up your Halloween costumes, please. Definitely, so you guys do not get yourself into any trouble. That there is actual religions and minority groups that is probably going to come after you if they see anything that offends them like that. And it's their right. Definitely. Just want you guys to keep that in mind, totally. So we're just gonna get that here, kind of get the feathers there, definitely. That's why I said, if you guys want more information, guys, before you buy the Halloween costumes, really start asking your local native indigenous communities around you. First, to get them to educate you and they will tell you which Halloween costumes are acceptable to buy and which ones are not Halloween costumes before you get them all pissed off and mad at you. Totally. And if you see something in the store that images First Nation or Indigenous people, don't buy it. Don't put it on as a Halloween costume, because the First Nation communities, once you do that without like, I can't say consent, but against their authority or against something that may offend them, they can come after you on legal levels. That's what you guys have to be careful. Definitely. Get them to educate you on what is Halloween costumes and what isn't Halloween costumes, because they will put up on TikTok, they will put up pictures of, they will put up pictures on, they will find pictures and they'll put up pictures and show you the difference between what is Halloween costumes to wear as a Halloween costume and what is inappropriate to wear as a Halloween costume. They will show you the totally difference. And definitely, I'm surprised they haven't showing you the difference between what is a Halloween costume and what isn't in photo images. I had this fly flying around totally across my camera. Or another thing, be a bottle of Pepsi for Halloween, or a bottle of Pepsi. It's a drink. If anything, the only thing that you may piss off is the Pepsi company. But oh well. I'll show you the Pepsi company. Or a tube of toothpaste or something like that. Like that's fine. You know. But yeah, you get. So, anyways, native TikTok, there's a job for you guys. Or sorry, not a job, a request. Since Halloween is coming up, guys, what I want you guys to do is search out pictures and display pictures on what to show the kids on TikTok, which is acceptable for Halloween costumes and which isn't. So, like, let's say get some Superman images, get some other like cartoon images, or like that, or different superheroes to show the kids, or photos of things that to show the kids the difference between what is an actual Halloween costumes is okay to wear as Halloween costumes and what is not okay to wear. So put your photos of your ancestries and garments in one section as not okay to wear as a Halloween costume, and then show the kids what they can buy at Walmart that they can dress as. That does not affect your culture. That kind of stuff like that, or won't offend you. Definitely. So that way you're educating these kids, because a lot of them are kids, even adults, definitely. And to our LGBTQ people, you can do the same thing. Not just native TikTok. You guys can image what is a Halloween costume to the kids and what isn't. So that way, they have a clear understanding, so they're not getting offended. That basically, so you're not being offended. So you're actually educating. You're actually teaching them. Because kids today won't be educated. Like, you didn't grow up when we grew up as kids. They were not sat down by grandparents and were taught this. Totally. You got to remember that in this day and age, these kids maybe just coming into the adult years today would not have been sat down and taught this, because they did not grow up in our generation. Definitely. So they need people to actually teach them this. Totally. So there's a goal for you guys. Definitely. So again, we're gonna get him kind of Actually, I seen the new Child's Play movie today. Totally on Netflix. A new one just come out. Brand new one. Because they went back and I guess made a new one that goes back to the original. Chucky's totally different. Definitely. Talking about Chucky. He is totally different looking. If I can come across myself, guys, no, I think our culture advocates should do this. They do a better job at it than I do. Definitely. And they get through to people a lot better than I do. Hey, little Bill. Hey, sweetie. Bill. Hey. Little Miss relaxing in paradise. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go and put my fan on. It's getting sweaty in here. Even though the cool weather's starting to come up. There we go. So yeah, so there's some ideas there for content, education, PSA content. If you guys want to, now's a good time to do these talks or sessions. Um, make sure also too if you guys have to do up your, make sure you do up your agendas. Definitely starting at the top down, um, and line it up totally. So now's the time with Halloween approaching very quickly. It's only a month away, and now's the time to kind of get on the education wagon, guys. Definitely. And also to witch covens, witch talk. Start this at like I was explaining to our native people. Start the same education. If you don't want, like, if you feel you're getting offended with people dressing up as witches for Halloween, you can speak up just like the native people do against it. And educate and show them what is acceptable to dress up and what isn't acceptable, which is actually the difference between fantasy and reality. Um, Definitely, if and you have every right to feel that way, totally. Um, Nobody's saying you ever don't. So same with the vampire communities. Um, so far, witches and vampires don't, even the reality ones don't have a problem with kids dressing up as them and imaging them. They never complain about it. Um, but they would have every right to. Definitely. Um, that kind of stuff like that too as well. Um, but yeah, so far it is just like the Irish, the Scotch, the what was it the Orange Masons, the Freemasons, um, and the First Nation people have spoken up. Definitely the people on the Halloween costume issue. Totally, especially if people are going to be publicly streaming everything to public social media. Definitely. Now we're gonna get that there. Get his wings there. We're going a little bit longer tonight, guys. Definitely. Also, too, some night, guys, I'm gonna go through the history of Halloween here for you guys. Definitely. Since now I got YouTube up and going, guys, again. And really, what it really represents, where it came from, and how it started, why it started. And some communities actually does actual Halloween, actually get parade permits, and they do an actual Halloween parade. Again, they have a parade for everything. They look really nice too. Yeah, it's a hot day today. Totally. Now I will have my black out. I will have my black suit on, definitely for Halloween. Probably my red and black. If I get a pair of black dress pants to fit, definitely. Um, Hopefully, I can drop enough weight so I can fit back into my black dress pants. That'd be awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we're gonna finish up this rooster here, guys. Get his rings in there. Totally. So we're gonna pull this down here, guys. Far as movies like books, never ending, like the Never Ending Story or the medallions like this is okay for stores to sell. But when it comes down to Atreyu's costume, that's not a Halloween costume, guys. It needs to be treated with respect. Because Atreyu's outfit, it relates to real garments, definitely, that we used for the movies and that kind of stuff like that. So, and was done, and out of us three kids, yes, there was Indigenous kids that were part of Indigenous Native kids that took part in that movie. So, I know I was one of them at 4 years of age, and you wouldn't have known it. Oh, even just being the fill-in, but I was not rich. I didn't make money off of it. But some of the main actors would have, definitely. But the guy that injured himself, he was Mexican descent, so it's okay. So so again, he was close to being part of the indigenous culture. So we're gonna go this way. Again, we want to make this kind of a nice black color, guys. Then I think I'm gonna go back to the brown color. I think because it'll be really nice, guys. Totally. Oh, darn. So we want to get his tail because we got Thanksgiving coming up, guys. Totally. Which is the first weekend of October. I almost said August. We'll go backwards. We're supposed to be going forward. Now, my wife is on a weight loss program, so she can't have certain stuff. Definitely. So I think I'll be getting, if I'm not mistaken, I think I'm going to be getting a whole turkey to myself. It's just looking kind of nice. Definitely. That's okay. I'll share with my baby girl down here. Definitely. We'll plow down. Me and little Lily will plow down the turkey. No problem. But yeah, on the 20th of September, I will go up to the main poll and vote because I have to go up and vote. But just let you guys know, I am not voting. Just so everybody knows, you can jump for joy for this. I will not be voting Liberal. Not everything we went through for the last 2 years, guys. Definitely, and what went on. Definitely, we want to put an end to this shit show. Totally. Get everybody back to normal. Some way or some form. Definitely. So I need his tail, definitely. Because I want to get, I like I said, guys, I'm fully vaccinated, so definitely. I want to get get uh, get out and get out and get going with the Comic Cons as possible. Guys, definitely, especially when those season comes up. Comic book conventions. I haven't been to one in my life yet, but I tell you, get this Nazi shit show over with so we can get back to doing all those fun stuff. Totally. You bring it all back. Bring back our Halloween parties. Bring back our Christmas parties. Bring back our New Year's Eve parties. And the only way you're going to do that is get rid of Twinkle Toes as a prime minister and get somebody new. It's going to be for the people. I'm not running, so not me, please. I'm not running. But the ones that are, amongst the ones that are, look at the one that is actually for the people. That's the one you want to vote in. Oh. Give you some smart tips there, guys, on how to make the right decisions instead of wrong decisions. So you guys probably have, with me saying that, you guys probably have an idea who I'm voting for, but keep that quiet, guys, because that's all confidential information. We can't really share who we choose to vote for. But I am allowed to tell you that I will not be voting Liberal. They can go Hong Kong Mobile. Where the sun don't shine. Oh, there we go. Oh, shoot. No, I lost my tip. I had a nice sharp tip there, guys, for a moment, and I lost my sharp tip. I got flies sticking to me, everything. This is getting ridiculous. So also too, guys, you can watch this in closed captioning too, because I like it on YouTube because you can watch everything in closed captioning, so you can read it like a book. Totally. So we got a rooster coming up, guys. Definitely. Then I just have to do his grass or hay that he's on. And like, now I gotta sharpen my pencil again. Totally. These are sliding down. Got my microphone. Just let you guys know, I just have my microphone set on here. Totally. I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna What color? I'm gonna kind of do kind of the hay or the grass he's sitting on. So we get kind of the feathers here, guys. Definitely. The kind of the feathers there, guys. Definitely rooster feathers. Now we're done with that color. Now the color. We should go. I don't think what color. Grass should actually be. Um, Again, I think we're going to keep it a nice green color, guys. Definitely. Just let you guys know, all my TikToks are all in fun, guys. Definitely don't take them seriously. That kind of stuff like that. Back, enjoy them. Sometimes it's a little bit of comedy to it. Might be a little spooky stuff to it from time to time. Also, too, there's going to be teaching sessions on here too as well some nights. So now I got it working and that kind of stuff. Tomorrow night, guys, I think before we go into the art section of stuff, um, So then I'm going to turn on the narrator in the background, and that way you guys can be able to hear a little bit of the, if we can, the history of Halloween, guys. Get a little bit of green there, guys, definitely. Then we'll probably do a bit of a shade, a little shade in the background for Sky, guys. It's sweating like crazy tonight, guys, totally. Just like you know, in the one video, probably heard my wife coughing when she was coming in because she was. We don't have an elevator here. We have all stairs, and the stairs get hard. It gets get complicated for her at times, but that's okay. I want to get that kind of sharpened up again. Hey, sweetie pie. Get out of my pop. Damn flies. Get. Man, these things pig me off. I'll tell you. There, guys. Hey, Lily, I thought you were eating these things. Flying around here like there's no tomorrow. Door. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Again, we get the kind of get that kind of there, get the kind of nice. Still have an issue with these flies. I'll tell you honest. I'll squish them in a sandwich here soon. I'll fix that up later. Definitely. Any white spots that are showing, I'll go back over it later. Tell you, it's a hot day today. Totally. But like I said, we're probably only going to have another week of this extra hot week, next week of hot weather. But then it's starting to at night to start to get really cool down now. So it's really must have been really cool today because we had kind of high winds today. Signs that things are slowly starting to cool down. I gotta get that all sharpened up, guys. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the background, guys. Definitely, I think I want to do kind of a nice kind of a blackish gray color. No, I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm thinking that instead of doing black background, I think we're gonna do an orange background, guys, because it is Thanksgiving, so we want kind of a nice orange color, so like it's a nice sunset going down. And I think a little brown at the bottom, guys. Also, too, again doing so busy putting all these other shows together, guys. Definitely, I will bring back the cooking shows too on TikTok, guys, in the 60-second videos. Or in some format, and then put them up to TikTok. A lot of people are liking those totally. My luck, I might come across the old Banana Split cartoons. That'd be awesome, totally. I seen the horror movie to it. Totally. The new horror movie that came out, what was it, 2 years ago? Definitely. So this is good, guys. Finally got YouTube working. I see now why I don't like the look of it. I'm gonna kill it in a minute. There we go. Get the white all nicely covered up, guys. Get all the white patches covered up. So I can. Oh, I didn't rip it. Whoa! I was close to ripping it, guys. Close to ripping the page. Would have been the second one this year. I can get through this without ripping a single thing. I'm good. So again, we want to get a little bit of a brown. Totally. And then I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to kind of do with the sky background here in a minute. Totally. Get kind of that in there. And we get a little bit more that other bit of a brown, guys. And get that kind of a nice brown that way. So we get. Oh. Take a bit of Pepsi break. Sweating a lot, guys. Totally. This is pretty good because so far I've been able to stay to like 2 or 3 main colors, guys. Definitely. I gotta dig out my supplies back here, totally, guys. And definitely we're gonna get cracking on those puppets too, mask puppets. I think I'm gonna get my wife to help me with those. Definitely. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean off the table, and the table can go over there for that, and I'm gonna twist the camera around, so you guys can see how she does them. Totally. So again, I'll be sitting here viewing the camera as well, but yeah. We're going to face the camera towards the other section. Just going to move the webcam around a bit. And so that way I can actually be able to, I won't be able to see myself unless I'm on it. Yeah, actually I'm going to be on camera here, back here, viewing and seeing how she does everything. Totally. So, because she does a better job at the glue guns, so that's why I give her the job is with putting the puppets together. Even especially when she puts the wacky hairdo on, and I gotta again. There's some plastic. I have found an odd plastic lid, guys. And we're gonna cut up for one of the puppets, and we're gonna glue some plastic in there. Definitely to make kind of a nice. Do a bit of better stuff. Put a bit of a beak in there. Totally. And so we're going to see how that goes together. So that way the beak can open up. Totally. Oh yeah, the paper ones. You kind of have to glue them in. You can't really sew them in like you can the cloth ones. It's gonna be really interesting. Totally. So again, I'm gonna go in behind, guys, with the orange. I thought I'd make kind of like an orange background, guys, and definitely make this guy look orangey. With it being Thanksgiving, guys. Also, too, happy Canadian Thanksgiving coming up. Totally. Maybe before we do the mask, guys, I am going to get the flags back up. Maybe I won't get my way of putting them on the poles, but definitely. We'll get kind of a nice orange sunset, guys, in the background. Make it kind of a nice day. Each night we try to do a different sketch, guys, or do something different. Again, get kind of a nice rooster, guys. Definitely. Get around his beak. So it's again, we got a nice sunset going on in the background, guys. I'll show you guys this in a minute too when it's we get it all kind of done here. Totally. Just to let you guys know, my content that I do on TikTok, guys, is not bullying content, guys. Just so you guys know, it's just all fun and education and comedy. Totally. Oh man! Oh, I ripped the page again. That's the second time this year that I ripped this page. Totally. I think that was already there. I didn't see it, but that's okay. Totally. There we go. Get a nice kind of a nice orangey background, guys. I gotta try that Popeye some month too. Definitely. Never stops at Popeye's chicken. And before we conclude tonight, guys, definitely. Again, we want to get that orange in there. Definitely, that is a nice color orange, guys. I'm me myself. I'm into a lot of the paranormal and the spooky stuff too. Um, Definitely. So we're gonna move that direction there, guys. Definitely, we want to get. So again, we got to get that kind of there. Also, too, the guy that was interested in the ET movie, um, I do have an extra copy of Herbie fully loaded. I'll add that in for you. Definitely. But I haven't seen him yet. He didn't come by, or I didn't see him come by yet, or he didn't ring up. So I don't think he was able to get out yet. But if he's watching, remember our conversation tonight on Facebook live. Also, too, if you guys live in the area here, those people that live in my area, I can't mail stuff out because I can't afford the mail out. But if there's a sketch you guys want me to do for you live, I will do one personally for you guys. No cost, definitely. Just let me know what kind of Halloween character you're into or animal you like. Definitely. And I will do it up live for you on the shows. Totally. Okay. Almost forgot the sides there. That would not have been too good if I had forgot the sides. Definitely. I would have. Also, too, guys, some night, guys, we will do. I got enough potato chips here to do a potato chip party, guys. Definitely, some night we will do that. Once I figure out how to go live again on Twitch, we will go live on Twitch, guys, as well. Definitely. So there he is, guys. We've got a rooster for Thanksgiving. Totally. So tomorrow night, guys, there's another awesome sketch, guys. Totally. Again, so we will be doing that. So there you go. There's a rooster. A roaster. I almost called it a roaster. It's a rooster. Definitely a roaster. Bitch, because you do roast them. You can cook them, you can roast them, you can fry them, you eat them. So it don't matter if you call it a roaster, rooster, roster. But yeah, so a rooster. There we go, guys. He's all done. Totally. So yes, so hello, Bill. So I just wanted to get that kind of up to date there for you guys. Definitely. Close that up too as well. There, and I just have to kind of schedule one of these lives, guys. I got to schedule a potato chip party, guys. Definitely, because you're gonna like that. That's gonna be awesome, guys. Since now, guys, my YouTube live is up and working again, guys. Do give me a follow. Do subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channels. To this one, Gypsy Rover T Plane, Timothy Plane accounts. You can't miss my pictures. I've got lots of YouTube accounts because I do a lot of. I don't delete my videos. I keep all my videos, especially when I put them all up to YouTube, guys. Definitely. I see my pictures. Like I've got a lot of pictures. I got a lot of YouTube channels, guys. Just search my name up. The Dunk Tank King, Timothy Plane, Tim Plane, Gypsy Rover T Plane. Definitely Felicia Liliani. I got all these YouTube channels, guys, definitely, because I'm getting my content right out there, guys. Totally. So since this year there's no haunted house, but from the previous years, guys, I watched the Haunted Hunters Cabin series, guys, right up to the Haunted Hunters Cabin 13, or Haunted Hunters Cabin Camp Haunted Hunters Cabin series, guys. Definitely, I've got them all up here. definitely. On my YouTube channel, so you guys can watch them. Now, just let you guys know they are a little frightening. Definitely interesting, a little bit of musical to it. Again, self scripted. Definitely. Um, I remember how the story goes now, and definitely, so I can actually do a rewrite up of it. Totally, not in videos, but actually, since my readings are getting a little bit better now, I just got to get my spelling up there, guys. I will be writing the Legend of Haunted Hunter's Cabin. Haunted Hunter's Cabin 13. Again, I will be going back and I will be re-previewing my videos with subtitles. So that way I can get the scripts in there. Definitely. So again, I will be pausing it so I can pick up the scripts. Definitely, I'll watch it over and over again to get the scripts in my head. That way I can write them down. Totally. So that way, when they get them done on paper, then they're going to, when the rough copy is done on paper, they're going to go to a computer and they're all going to be printed off and they're going to be sent away. And it's going to become a book. So this is why I said I'm not hoping to make money out of it or nothing like that. But hey, I'm not going to kind of refuse it. But if they insist to give me money for it, but I'm not going to want money for it. But definitely. I'm going to see how that works. Definitely. Actually, I'm going to get my wife to help me with this too as well, because she's better at spelling than I am. Because everything has to be 100% correctly spelt. It doesn't fit into do mandates. Totally. But it is way different than the Legend of Sleepy Hollow that you're used to. It is a total different tale in general, you guys. Totally. It's a very spooky one at that. The characters, names, yes, today are relevant to real people today, but back those days, we're talking about the characters from the book. Again, characters that was told in the original legend. Or not, it wasn't even a legend yet. It was told in the archive end of it at the camp that I went to and told me this the story. Definitely gave me the outlines of it, and we kind of added things ourselves, like the movement of the Celtic Gypsy Warriors, everything else like that. That's all going to go in there. Chariots of Fire, everything else like that's going to go in there. Definitely. Some scenes I couldn't get into the video. Definitely. Who knows? Maybe if I do ever decide to do a part 2 to it, I will. Just to let you guys know, the part 1 what freaked you guys out the most is because I used a special software that I downloaded that where you can actually tag yourself in those videos. And I came back as different characters. So every time you got shot off, the coffin dancers would come out and start doing their thing and dancing. So I had tagged videos together with special software and electrical digital effects, which is done by green screen, blue screen, and music technology. So that's what scared you guys, because that's what makes a good ghost legend is what's going to scare you totally. I know I read a lot of other people's novels too as well. They're giving me a lot of cool ideas to put to a video on to do TikTok cosplays. Other than that, also off the narrator, I do cosplays of old TV shows, definitely like that, but I can't name the original names to them. I have to change stuff around, definitely, to make it different. But the soundtracks are all the same though. The soundtracks and the voices all stay the same. To the voice microphone. And like I said, guys, that's what TikTok is about, is to get out and have fun. To get on TikTok to have fun. Like tune out the racist people on there, calling people colonizers, calling people out because their skin is a different color, or they don't like what they're wearing, or they don't like the look of them, or they don't like them because they're between dental work, medical work, or whatever. Whatever they may be going through, because people go through different things. Like some people that does happen. Your original teeth, they have, as you get age or you get older, some people lose them earlier in life. Some people just lose them later in life. Um, and they rot. Something happens that they rot right away automatically, um, because they're bones, right? They will rot, like your teeth will rot away eventually on their own. So if they're between dental work and they're waiting on their dentures to come in, definitely like that, and they're doing TikToks, there is nothing wrong if it shows that they you can tell they had their teeth removed for different reasons. So you need to respect that, guys. Totally don't make fun of them because of that, or because somebody has bracers or has a retainer, or yes, there's some people that authentically really have real fangs and implants in their mouth, real fangs, vampire fangs, not false plated. You can buy them false plated and put them in your mouth, and they look real. Some people's fangs are just not the Halloween clip-on. Some of them are actually the real teeth implants, where they actually remove two of their front teeth. They pull them out, and they actually sharpen them so long that they become, so they look like fangs, and they implant them in, or they get, or they will actually get fangs from a snake. And because of the same length as a vampire would be, and they will implant them. They'll remove them from a snake, sterilize them, sharpen them, and make sure that they're safe to put in your mouth. And they will implant them, both them, right to your mouth, inside, right here on either side, and you have real vampire fangs. I have my plastic ones, but they look real on camera enough. But these ones, yes, they are really real. They do remove your two teeth here, and they replace them with actual vampire fangs or crocodile fangs. And they're real vampire fangs. And they actually plant them right in your mouth. They bolt and plant them in there, surgically plant them in, and plate them in. That's what they're called, implants. Expensive. They're like $200 or $2,000 to have done, and no health insurance company will cover those, or even in Ontario, OHIP won't even cover those. That is special. You have to go to a special surgeon for those. Definitely, they won't do them in our little office. Definitely, where I used to work, they won't do them, but they will refer you if you can afford it. They will refer you, and they'll tell you that OHIP won't cover it because it's a transitional surgery that takes place, and they will send you to a specialist that does them, that does transensual surgery, to do with the mouth or anywhere on your human body. Definitely. And those specialists are not always covered by OHIP or health insurance. Sometimes you actually have to pay for them at those appointments out of your own pocket, to get there. Totally. So it's a matter of saving what little money you have up. If that is a goal, or if that's the type of lifestyle you meant to live, definitely. Or that, or going through that kind of transitioning, because a lot of it you do have to pay for that out of your own pocket. Definitely, because when it comes down to those special surgeries that you have to go to a specialist for, OHIP doesn't cover it. Neither does healthcare plans. Totally. It's usually like I said, it'd be nice if OHIP did cover that, because it all has to do with medical, but they don't feel that specialists are a necessary cover. Totally. No matter if it's a heart specialist, OHIP doesn't even cover it. You got to pay money out of your own pocket. So that's where, guys, in Ontario, healthcare is still not free. And one way or another, you're paying for it, either through your taxes or your income taxes, or you're paying out when it comes down to specialists. If you need those special surgeries done, or you going through those kind of transitioning surgeries because you have to go to a specialist, OHIP is not going to cover those specialists. Neither will pension boards. Definitely. That is something you got to pay for out of your own pocket. They'll cover your transportation to get there and to get home afterwards, but they're not going to cover. They're not always going to cover the specialist. I know, because my cousin Tony, he became a brain neurologist, and he's a specialist, where he does brain neurology surgeries and that kind of stuff for car victims that have injured themselves very severely have been in a car accident, and he has to do surgery on their brain, or they got very bad brain tumors, or they have seizures, which develop brain tumors. So if he has to, that's the kind of line of work he's licensed in. He lives in Montreal, Quebec. That he does, definitely. Now, if it was me, I could never be any of his clients or patients, because they're family. They can't treat family members. Definitely. But if it was my wife, oh yeah, or her family, yes, he would be able to treat them, because they're not directly related to me. They're physically. They're not blood related. They're only related through marriage. So there's a difference. So he'll treat them. Totally. But he's in Montreal, Quebec. He's one of the top best, whatever. That kind of stuff. Like, he's been through medical school. He's been through medical college. He got a lot further than I ever did. Totally. He was always smart. He always kept to his books. Definitely. But yeah, he is the type of guy. He works around the clock, 24 hours a day, on call 48 hours a day, everything else like that. He's all over the place. Also, sometimes being a part-time DJ, being a musician, you know. I was 2 years old the last time I see him, so I don't even remember half the time what he looks like nowadays. Totally. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in. And since now I got YouTube, guys, I'm not trying to give you the finger. I'm just scratching my eyes. Thank you so much for tuning on in. And guys, we'll catch you later. Bye for now. How do I get out of this now? There we are.